this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. We do have a quorum. At this time, will you please join me in a moment of silence, in particular in remembrance of our teacher, Ms. Jessica Cartinas. Thank you. Thank you. Have the Pledge of Allegiance, Mr. Shane Schubart.
Thank you, Mr. President, board members, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. Tonight's pledge will be led by Denise Hadeke. Denise Hadeke is a 5th grade student at Jefferson Elementary. She has been on the principal's honor list since kinder and has had perfect attendance since 1st grade. Last year, she was one of our star millionaire readers who read 3 million words and plans to read a little more this year to once again be a star millionaire reader. This year, she will represent Jefferson Elementary in UIL, dictionary skills, UIL spelling, robotics, the coding club, and, of course, the book club. She is the president of our student council and a gifted and talented student. Based on her standardized test scores, she has been selected to apply to the Duke University Talent Identification Program. She loves to read and would love to someday own a library to share her love of reading. She likes animals and would like to own a lot of them. She plans to attend Our Lady of the Lake University and become a veterinarian. She is joined tonight by her mom, Norma Hadeke. Ladies and gentlemen, Denise Hadeke.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic of which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Let's, yeah. Okay, and parents are here, Ms. Hadeke. Parents? Yes.
Oh, there she is.
There you are. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you, and congratulations.
Denise, I just have to say something, Ms. President. Denise, you read more than me, miss, and I'm a doctor. I'm very impressed. You need to be thinking what kind of doctor you're going to be, but readers are leaders. Congratulations, and keep up the good work. Proud of you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Awards and recognitions. Recognition of PTSA Students of the Month for the November 2017. Ms. Brianna Vela Garcia.
Good evening, Mr. President, board members, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. I'm happy to be recognizing our 2017-2018 Harlingen City Council PTSA Students of the Month. Tonight, you will learn more about our November students who proudly represent Harlingen High School South, Early College High School, and Harlingen School of Health Professions. So enjoy.
Hi, my name is Matthew Sessler, and I'm a senior at Harlingen High School. I'm in NHS, PTSA. I play basketball and baseball also. These organizations have taught me to stay disciplined inside of the classroom, and it helps me focus more. One day I want to be a professional baseball player, and to get there I need to strengthen my arm and study other pitchers. I want to go to the University of Houston and study civil engineering. Thank you HCISD for giving me the opportunity to learn here with all the great teachers.
I'm Nathan Ramon. I'm a senior at Harlingen High School. I'm involved in National Honor Society, PTSA, and I also play baseball with school and outside of school. These organizations have taught me a lot about teamwork and working well with others, and they're skills that I'm going to use for a lifetime to come. I'm very passionate about government. I really love the way our government works here in the United States, and my dream is to become president one day. I plan to study political science at Rice University to establish my background in the government field. In 10 years, I see myself somewhere along the lines in politics, whether it be at the state or federal level. Thank you, HCISD, for giving me every opportunity to better myself and to further my success.
Hello, my name is Jacob Tovar, and I'm a senior at Harlingen High School South. I'm the vice president for PTSA, and then I'm a member of NTHS, NHS, Student Council. As far as extracurricular activities, I'm in the Mighty Hog Band, and I perform with the drum line. I play cymbals. Being a part of the clubs that I'm involved in has taught me to interact with numerous people in the community that I probably wouldn't have met otherwise. I'm passionate about computer science because there's always something new that you can bring into the world, whether it be something on the technological aspect or something dealing with computers or new programming. There's just always new options out there that we've just not reached yet. When it comes to where I'd like to go to school, I'm pretty undecided at this point in time. I'm pretty open to a lot of schools, but for major, I'm pretty set on computer science. I see myself in 10 years being happy, successful, nowhere specific. I feel maybe New York, maybe Austin, Texas, doing something with computer science. I would like to thank HCISD for all the numerous opportunities they've given me, whether it be in the classroom, outside the classroom, or organizations, or places I've been able to go. Just thank you.
Hi, I'm Clarissa Benavides, and I'm a senior at Harlingen High School South. Inside of school, I am the president for the choir. I'm the vice president of National Honor Society. I'm a member of National Technical Honor Society. I'm also in PTSA. I am in Mariachi, and I am the community service chair for the Superintendent Student Advisory Board. Outside of school, I am a volunteer at the Harlingen Neighborhood Food Pantry. I'm in Lower Valley Cotillion Club, and I'm a 13-year Girl Scout. Being a part of so many organizations in school has taught me how to manage my time, how to work well with other people, and how to be a leader and be a strong leader and to be somebody that people can look up to. I think I'm most passionate about medicine and learning about the human body and science in general. I plan on attending the University of Incarnate Word in San Antonio to major in pharmacy. In 10 years, I see myself hopefully already finished with pharmacy school and maybe opening up my own pharmacy practice or working in a hospital setting in pharmacy. HCISD has allowed me to be a part of so many organizations and has provided me with wonderful teachers to help better myself and to prepare me for the world that lies ahead. They have all taught me so many wonderful things, including how to write my name all the way to balancing equations in chemistry. And it's because of them that I feel that I am so ready to take on college and the world ahead. So thank you to HCISD.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Phipps, and I'm a senior at Early College High School. In school, I'm the president of Student Council, and I'm also the treasurer for National Honor Society. I'm also a senior mentor to 4 awesome freshmen. Outside of school, I'm a national champion pistol and rifle shooter, and I'm also very involved in my church, and I have a job at Chick-fil-A. From all my involvement, I think what I've learned most is responsibility. I've also learned a lot of leadership, how to take care of things, and time management. I'm passionate about shooting, my church, and most of all, my friends and family. I really like spending time with them and spending time in my church. I plan to attend Texas A&M University in College Station, and I want to earn my bachelor's in business administration. In 10 years, I see myself in a steady administrative position with my friends and family really close to me and being really involved in my local church. I'd like to thank HCISD for a fantastic high school experience. I feel very prepared to move on in the world, in the professional world, and in college, and everywhere beyond, so thank you.
Hi, I'm Aspen Brooke Jackson, and I'm a senior at Early College High School. I am the National Honor Society president. I'm the senior historian. I'm also a senior mentor to 5 freshmen. I am an office aide, a teacher's assistant. I was in top 10% all 4 years, and I'm an intern at Lahara Development. I've learned a lot of leadership skills, for example, patience, responsibility, organization, time management, and also a lot of creativity. My dream is to be successful in anything that I do. I'm mainly passionate about makeup, traveling, my friends and family, and helping the community. So as long as I'm doing that, I'm good. My dream school is UT Austin, and I want to go into business. In 10 years, I see myself being a successful business owner, traveling the world, living in a big city. I'd like to thank all my teachers, administrators, and professors for having a huge impact on my educational career.
I'm Kayla De Leon. I'm a senior at Harlingen School of Health Professions. I play varsity soccer. I'm in Spanish club, youth leadership, American Red Cross, and HOSA. I've learned how to be a leader and how to participate in bigger groups. My dream is to become an orthopedic surgeon, so I'm passionate about medicine. I want to go to Texas A&M University in College Station, and my major would be biomedical science. In 10 years, I still see myself in school. Thank you, HCISD, for providing me with a great education.
Hi, my name is Arlie Gonzalez, and I am a senior at the Harlingen School of Health Professions. In school, I'm involved in Harlingen High School's varsity soccer, National Honor Society, student council, student class, and outside of school, I'm involved in Lower Valley Cotillion Club. From being a part of these organizations, I have learned that it is important to be a leader. It is important to be involved in the community and do as much community service as you can. As of right now, I am passionate about dentistry and helping everybody get the smile that they deserve and they want. I'm not sure when I want to go to school yet, but my intended major would be biology or to get into a pre-dental program. In 10 years, I would hopefully be done with dental school and I would be opening up my own practice. Thank you, HCISD, for giving me plenty of opportunities to prepare me for my future.
So at this time, I'd like to ask the students of the month that are here to stand and be recognized. If there are any parents here, can you also please stand to be recognized? Thank you all so much. This video, in case you want to see it again, it'll be available on our HCISD YouTube page. But I would like to invite the students to come forward for a photo with the board, please.
Very well. I'd like to say, are there any grandparents out there? Grandparents, rise. All right. Okay. Very well. Very well. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Get you on this side of it. Parents, y'all want to come over here, parents, and take a photo as well? You can get the doors first. Everyone look at this camera first. Javier. Everyone look at this camera. Okay, now parents.
I do want to say, again, congratulations to Students of the Month. When we think about all of the things that are going on in the world, we're in great hands. You know, young people here, we're in great hands. And I want to thank the parents, the grandparents, extended family, our teachers, our staff. It's a great feeling. I can tell you that we're so proud of you. You make us proud. Congratulations. Okay, now we have the National Hispanic Recognition Program and National Merit Scholarship Program. It's Melissa Parker.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and members of the audience. This evening, we are recognizing the district's National Hispanic Scholars. The National Hispanic Recognition Program identifies academically outstanding Hispanic high school students. And each year, the NHRP honors about 5,000 of the highest scoring students from over 250,000 Hispanic juniors who take the PSAT, which is the preliminary SAT, and the National Merit Scholarship qualifying test. Although the NHRP does not provide a financial reward, being named a scholar is an important academic recognition. NHRP is proud to honor outstanding students and makes this information available to colleges and universities that are particularly interested in communicating with academically exceptional Hispanic students. I would like to invite Mr. President and Dr. Cavazos to come forward to recognize this year's honoree. From Early College High School, we have Colleen Pup. And also from Early College High School, Michael Melgoza. There is a student from Harlingen School of Health Professions, Sean Turbiartes, but he's playing basketball tonight, so he's not here. From Harlingen High School, we have Irene Tyler. From Harlingen High School South, David Cavada. Also from South, Jacob Braga. Also from South, Erica Hernandez. Another student from South, Christian Ingram. Jesse Izquierdo from South is not with us this evening, but we do have Matthew Moore from Harlingen South. Also from South, Sierra Morrissey. And also from South, Savannah Smith could not join us this evening either. Would the rest of the board please step down for photos?
Everyone right here. They know the routine.
Also being recognized tonight are the district's commended students in the National Merit Scholarship Program. The National Merit Scholarship Program is an academic competition for recognition and scholarships that began in 1955. High school students enter the National Merit Program by taking the preliminary SAT National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. More than 34,000 of the approximately 50,000 high scorers on the PSAT and MSQT receive letters of commendation in recognition of their outstanding academic performance. This year's commended students from the Harlingen CISD are from Harlingen High School South, and they are Erica Hernandez, and Christian Ingram.
Oh. It's good. You got long arms.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some. Do you want this out? Keep this out.
No, I'm good.
Okay, wow, let's give them another big round of applause. Approval of minutes, October 10th, 2017, public hearing.
Mr. President, I make a motion for approval of the consent calendar as presented by
No,
administration.
it's the minutes, the three.
Minutes.
Oh, the minutes, I'm sorry,
This motion to October 10th meeting.
for the October 10th meeting, 2017.
Second the motion.
Have a motion by Mr. De Leon, second by Dr. Pettis. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. October 10th, 2017, regular board meeting.
Mr. President, I move approval of the October 10th, 2017 regular board meeting minutes as presented.
Second. A motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. Hymas. Is there discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. November 8th, 2017, team building workshop.
Mr. President, I move approval of the minutes from the November 8th, 2017 team building workshop.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Fleury, second by Mr. De Leon. Is there discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. We have the approval of the consent calendar.
Mr. President, I move approval of the consent calendar as presented.
Second. We have a motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. Hymas. Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. It's time I'm going to look at our agenda. We're going to go to matters relating to curriculum and instruction. We're going to make sure that we get the students out here early. We don't want them staying up too late. We want you to be able to study, right? I know you'll do that. So we will move to item 7A, approval of out-of-state trip for Harlingen High School South and Harlingen High School speech, drama, debate teams to compete at the Columbia University National Speech and Debate Tournament in New York City, New York, and the Harvard University National Speech and Debate Tournament in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Good evening, Mr. President, Dr. Cavazos, board members, senior staff, and guests. We're here on behalf of both Harlingen High School South and Harlingen High School speech drama debate teams to ask for your approval to travel out of state to the Columbia University Tournament as well as the Harvard University Tournament.
Yes, so our teams would like to travel to New York City on January 18th through the 23rd to compete at the prestigious Columbia University Tournament.
And additionally, we are requesting to travel out of state on February 16th through the 20th to Boston, Massachusetts to compete at the prestigious Harvard University Tournament.
So we would appreciate your consideration.
Mr. President, I move approval of the out-of-state trips for Harlingen High School South and Harlingen High School South speech drama debate teams to compete at the Columbia University National Speech and Debate Tournament in New York City and the Harvard University National Speech and Debate Tournament in Cambridge, Massachusetts, as presented.
Second. A motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Dr. Muniz. Is there this? I'm sorry. Mr. Hymas. Okay. Is there discussion?
I would like to say, excuse me, I would just like to say during discussion what an honor it is to be able to vote on this motion.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the motion carries. And you're off.
We just wanted to say thank you so much for your continued support throughout the years and allowing HCISD students to be able to compete at the national level. It really means a lot to us and to our students, so thank you.
You're certainly the pride of HCISD.
Yes.
Y'all do a great job.
Great job, guys.
Thank
Great job.
you.
I'm proud of you.
Great job. Okay, those are the students. Okay. Now we can go back to number 5, principal's report. And the presenter is none other than Miss Alejandra Lara, Jefferson Elementary. Principal, Miss Lara.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Cavazos, senior team, students, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am honored to share with you our pre-K 3-year-old program at Jefferson Elementary. As you know, we have a partnership with Head Start. Our Jefferson pre-K 3-year-old family consists of our HCISD teacher, Mrs. Ruiz, our HCISD paraprofessional, Ms. Herrera, 2 Head Start teachers, Mr. Martinez and Mrs. Franco, and a Head Start paraprofessional, Mrs. Leal. Our students are half of their day in our HCISD classroom and half of the day across the hallway in the Head Start classroom. This partnership is very convenient for both Jefferson and Head Start because our students are not bused to another campus. They simply transition at noon by walking across the hallway to the next room. They get the best of both worlds. We have 2 sessions each, our AM and our PM. As you can see in their schedule, they do have a very busy schedule. In the morning, our students walk in line to the cafeteria for breakfast. They participate in enrichment classes, PE, library, and music. They receive whole group and small group instruction. They participate in learning centers, outdoor play, and focus on literacy and safety. Then they transition at 12 to their Head Start classroom, where again they participate in whole group and small group instruction, focusing in letter knowledge, vocabulary, and socializing family style. Our AM HCISD students go to the PM Head Start, and our AM Head Start students go to the PM HCISD. Our goals for pre-K 3-year-olds. 100% of our students on track. We want them according to CLI assessment, which is the Children Learning Institute assessment. This assessment focuses on rapid letter knowledge, vocabulary, phonological awareness, math, and science. We also want their fine and gross motor skills ready for pre-K 4, and we want them socially and emotionally ready for pre-K 4. Throughout my presentation, I am going to share with you clips from our classroom so you can be part of what we are learning at Jefferson. Here we have students already coloring within their lines and learning to hold the crayons as part of their fine motor skills. Notice they're coloring within their lines. That's a big deal. On this one, we see how our students have advanced already in letter knowledge.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, P. No, that's N.
He self-corrected.
Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Good job, Nathaniel. Yes, you are so fast. Good job. Can you tell me your letter?
Yeah.
What letter is that?
N.
N. And what's your name?
Garcia.
What is it?
Nathan Garcia.
Nathaniel Garcia. Good job. Very good. Let's all clap for Nathaniel.
Each day, our teacher and students commit themselves to keeping each other safe in the classroom. We use commitments instead of rules. Our commitments for the classroom include walking feet, which means walk everywhere, don't run. Listening ears, listen to teachers and friends. Sharing, share with friends. Gentle hands, shake hands, high fives, gentle touches. Helping hands, be a helpful student when anyone needs a hand. And big voice, answer questions and be interactive with teachers. In this clip, you can see how our students take ownership of their daily commitment to the class.
Okay, so my job is to keep you all safe. Your job is to keep the classroom safe. So let's see what Mia's gonna be committed to doing. Walking feet. Mia's gonna use walking feet. Victoria, what are you gonna use? Victoria, what are you gonna commit to using? What do you want to do? Ah, very good. Victoria's going to use listening ears, gentle hands, and walking.
Our curriculum, Frog Street Press, emphasizes literacy integrating STEAM activities, which include science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math. allowing our students to become creative, technology-savvy problem solvers, as you will see in the following slides. Our pre-K 3-year-olds learn science in our garden, which has been cultivated by our 4th graders GROW program.
What do you see?
I see an apple.
It's a tomato.
Tomato. And I see this. I see another table.
A tapeworm.
Another one.
What color do you see?
Red.
No, don't get a red and green.
Yes, red.
Can you show me which one is the red?
Yeah, this one.
Which one?
This one.
Oh wow, what do you see there?
Like the doubles. I see something here. I see something there too. I can see something a little.
Here in one of our centers, our students practice their fine motor skills, socialize, and learn their letters.
What is your letter, David? N. Bumblebee, can you find your letter for me? Paisley. What letter does your name begin with? What letter is that? P. E.
In PE, they enhance their gross motor skills and practice to be future basketball players.
Shoot, go. Shoot. Shoot.
And in music, they practice rhythm and integrate math.
Poor little monkey swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Along comes the crocodile. Slow as can be. How many?
Our students go to the library where they have learned to hold books and read to each other, which is really telling the story to each other. They also practice using the iPads and have center time. And those are some pictures of them in the library. Behavior in the cafeteria has been a major accomplishment. It's true. In the first clip, you will see students modeling to each other how to open their own milk. In the second clip, you will see them putting away their trays and going to line up. These are tremendous essential skill concepts for our 3-year-olds. At the beginning, they had not a clue what to do with their tray, their milk, getting in line. They expected everything to be done for them. It's amazing how much in just 9 weeks they have grown in their self-discipline.
Open. The other way, the other way, the other way. On that side.
You opening your milk, Ezra? Let me see. Good job, Ezra. Woohoo!
Yes.
And here's them walking in line. He's stopping to socialize. And he's not practicing walking feet yet. He's still running. Some of our major accomplishments this first 9 weeks of school have been our students have adjusted to school. They can walk in line without assistance or run. They sit down on the carpet for whole group and small group instruction. They visit different learning centers and clean up after each use. The morning class goes to the cafeteria and they carry their trays to and from the tables by themselves. As you can tell, our students are on their way to becoming successful pre-K-4 students. These are skills that are so basic but so important at this young age. Learning these will get them ready for the academic learning level of structure they will need in school and in life. However, not everything is perfect at Jefferson as they learn. Sometimes our babies have a hard time, as you will see in this video.
Cora, give it back, please. Can you please give it back? We have to share, remember? Sure. Thank you, Sherry.
They're practicing to share.
Then they asked him, share it. No.
Both our HCISD and Head Start classes participate on everything that is school-wide. Here our students and teachers participated in our Texas Walk for Fitness awareness. They had fun at our family picnic and got to meet seniors from Harlingen High School South. It's amazing to see the little 3-year-olds and the seniors together. Our whole school went to watch the performance of The Wizard of Oz at the PAC. They did a great job and I had wonderful behavior. Our 3-year-olds participated in our Red Ribbon Tiger Pep Rally, and not only that, they won the Spirit Award. Wow. They were thrilled and proud. So far, in just 9 weeks of learning, our students have made progress already. Our district has selected an assessment program from the Children's Learning Institute to measure their academic progress. As of now, our CLI data shows that 98% of our students are on track in phonological awareness and 80% on track in math. Our goal, of course, is 100% ready for pre-K4, and we're on our way. I would like to share with you a video that shows the perspective of our program of our HCISD teacher, Ms. Ruiz, and our Head Start teachers, Mr. Martinez, and one of our parents.
Right now we're working with the Frog Street Press curriculum for 3s. So we're doing a lot of vocabulary, a lot of hands-on activities. We're doing syllables, but mainly more vocabulary, getting them to talk more and getting them to use their language more and recognizing pictures with the words together. They're gonna have a head start on their education compared to the children who are just coming in as pre-K4. They're gonna be more adjusted to the school system, the school setting, so it's gonna be easier for them to let go of mom and dad and come into the school next year. It's working really well with the Head Start teachers. The kids are getting kind of like a double dose of education, like one from me and one from the Head Start teachers. So they're getting a lot more benefits from that. They're getting more benefits from that, working with, because we're different curriculums. Mine is the Frog Street Press and they're using Big Day. So it's double education. So in the beginning there was a lot of crying, and the kids were crying for most of like 2 weeks, I would say. They didn't know what to do, they didn't know what to expect. Everything was new to them. They didn't know how to get in a line. They didn't know how to simply sit in a circle. Now they sit in a circle, they sit there and we do the lesson, and they sit still and they listen. Whereas before they wanted to play and everything was new, so they wanted to go and get the toys and play with the manipulatives. Now they sit and now they go to centers when it's time for centers, and they play during the centers with the manipulatives and the activities that are there. And they know how to wait, and they know how to, when it's time to do what. And they know how to get in line. They get in line by themselves. So they, compared to the first day, first day was very chaotic, very kind of rough. But now they're doing so well, so much better, so well.
In the Head Start, what we do, we don't only work with the children, but we also work with the families. Our main goal is for us to make the children more independent and dependent. And we work more with gross motor skills, fine motor skills, pre-writing skills, cognitive skills, language skills, and personal and social skills. I do see a difference. Why? Because, the child, when he comes from home and he right away transitions to the environment of the school, the child, he's still dependent at that age level. But when they're with the Head Start and we're doing the collaboration with the school, we're preparing the child, we're molding the child so he can be ready, so he can be more independent. He won't be depending more of the parent, but he will know more things at the level that he's right now. So when the grade level comes, or they're gonna be in the actual school setting, not with the Head Start, it's gonna be more easy for them, and they're gonna be overcoming a lot of obstacles.
Well, at first he would cry, he didn't wanna come. He's like, too much school, I'm scared. And then like after 2 weeks, totally different. He's like, I love coming to school, I love my teachers. He's always mentioning his teachers at home. Don't do this, my teacher does it this way. Or don't say that, say this. It's like, actually, he's been learning a lot. I've noticed, because I choose his outfit for school. He's like, no, I don't want this. Today we're using blue. Blue is the color for the week, so blue it is. He's real smart. Well, he's like a step ahead. He knows some of his colors, some of his numbers. He knows what he's gonna do when he comes next year, for pre-K4 or kinder. He's like a step ahead. Like I said, he's not gonna be scared anymore. He knows what to do. He'll get his food on his own.
They're gonna be ready for next year, so there's not gonna be that much chaos next year when it comes to, okay, the crying and the I don't know where I go, or I don't know what to do, I'm missing my mom. They're gonna be very well adjusted by the time they come over here next year. And they're gonna be just ready. They're gonna be ready for pre-K4.
In our audience, we do have some of our Jefferson family, and I would like to thank them, of course, and introduce them. Without them, of course, this program would not have been made possible. We do have our HCISD teacher, Mrs. Ruiz, here in the audience, and we have Jessica Herrera, the paraprofessional. We also have our very own instructional coach who has held their hand throughout this process, Mrs. Gracia.
Yeah.
And again, without them, of course, it wouldn't have been possible. I also want to take a moment to thank two of our very own ladies who have been marvelous since the first day. They were there with us, leading the way, being there for us every step of the way, and literally being there the first day with them crying and holding their hand and helping us get them to class. And that's Carmen Alvarez. Thank you so much. And of course, Lori Romero. Thank you, Lori. I would like to thank Dr. Cavazos and the board for selecting Jefferson to be part of the pre-K 3-year-old partnership with Head Start. It is amazing to see our little ones learn so much. I truly look forward to the product of next year and hope we can continue with our pre-K 3 program. Our students shine at Jefferson. They had their first 9 weeks assembly already, and as you can tell in this last picture, they have proud smiles holding their certificates. They're ready to learn. We hope we continue to have a great year at Jefferson. Thank you very much, and this concludes my presentation. Unless you have,
Thank you so very, very much, Ms. Lotta.
Thank you.
Now the pleasure of the board. Dr. Pettis.
Sure. So just want to say, can't thank you enough for what you're doing here. I know that this pre-K program has already done so much in terms of student achievement and reading and everything else. And then to see us embark on a pre-K 3 program, we know it's just going to have amazing results. And I'd be curious to track these students in particular and see, where they are, in second, third, fourth, fifth grade. And I guarantee you they're going to be 100% at grade level, beyond grade level. I mean, they're going to be doing so much because you're giving them confidence and, it's just amazing. So I'm just really proud of this. I think that this board is really focused on having a strong foundation in our school systems. And I think this program, and of course the pre-K program and everything we're doing with early childhood and education, with Carmen and her team is doing, it's just, I think, going to have huge impacts and much that's going to, we're going to, probably many of us will be off the board when we see the success of this, when we see these students graduate, in whatever that year is, 20, whatever. Somebody else can figure the math on that, but I can't tell you enough how huge impact you're going to have on these students. And so I know the funny videos and stuff, but so much is going on there that you don't see, that's really making a huge impact in their brains. And so thank you for all that you do. We're really proud of the work you're doing.
Thank you. They're amazing.
Ms. Flourier.
Yes, thank you. I can't resist saying something. I'm an old elementary teacher and taught first grade, and absolutely, this is remarkable. This is truly remarkable. It's astonishing what you've accomplished so early. And, what I particularly enjoy is hearing how the children have adapted socially and that they are happy to be there. I one time heard on NPR that the one great mistake we can make with preschool children is to teach them not to like school. And so I think it's absolutely remarkable that you're accomplishing so much in a happy environment, and I'm so proud, Dr. Cavazos. Thank you very much. Once again, I think HCISD is leading the way, and we're doing it correctly because we're focusing and we have extraordinary leadership. So thank you, and hug the children for all of us.
Very good. I do want to say that we're so proud of you, so proud of Jefferson, and I must admit I do have kind of an emotional connection to Jefferson. I took the opportunity to visit the pre-K 3 program, and it was early on, and I recognized Mr. Reese and the paraprofessional there. Amazing what you do, and of course Ms. Gracia, who is kind of I don't know, what shall I say? You've been there a long time, right? We won't tell them how long.
Mrs. Jefferson.
Mrs. Jefferson. Mrs. Jefferson. And Ms. Alvarez, I can't, I ask you questions, you're right there. I mean, it's just amazing. If we think about Jefferson Elementary, where it's located, and the history of Jefferson, and that the Jefferson Annex used to be, it was a Booker T. Washington school, the school that was, I guess, several years ago we commemorated with the plaque, with the Booker T. Washington plaque out front, and that's where the Head Start program is. And when we think about what happens when you invest in the human capital, what results you get. I just want the public to know it's not a handout, it's a hand up. And all the children need is a hand up to say that, give me the opportunity. And I can assure you that the data is very clear how well our students are doing. And this represents what happens to all of our students at HCIC. This is just one model because we know the socioeconomic level and the literacy level of that community, but you look at the student achievement, it's very, very high. So that's the message we're sending in public education. It matters when you invest and you get the kind of results. And the young lady who led the pledge
Denise.
some Jefferson Elementary. So I just have it warms my heart to see this happening. And we're so proud of your leadership, and to the Jefferson community, to the administration. I know Ms. Romero, are you still here, Ms. Romero? Yeah,
Yes.
she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's talking data to Ms. Garcia probably, right? But I just wanted to, for the record, say that we're so proud of you. The board is very proud of what we're doing here. So thank you very much.
Great
Thank
job,
you.
great job.
And Dr. Muniz.
Just really quick, I mean, everybody said basically what needs to be said, but thank you really for showing us these videos. I think it's really important for us to see it via video and to hear the conversations going on with these children, because that's just maximal, touch. We can actually see it, and that's really important. So thank you for providing that video. I mean, it speaks volumes. You guys are doing a great job. Carmen, thank you so much for everything you do. From day one, she's been a great leader, so we really appreciate you and appreciate the staff, so thank you very much.
Very well. And thank you so very much. I just want to say, we know the day when Head Start has been, was part of the Great Society that started in the late 60s. And we remember not too long ago when 3-year-olds had to take naps. Did you notice the schedule? You notice the schedule?
It's rigorous.
Right? No naps? All right? So if the 3-year-olds can do it, what about these adults? Full tanks, right? Okay? Now, seriously, it's just amazing. It's a transformation. It's a transformation. So we're proud of you guys. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Okay, we have public comments. All right. Let's move then to approval of Renaissance Learning Accelerated Reader. Dr. Noyola.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members, senior team, and audience. So as you stated tonight, we bring forward for discussion and approval the purchase of the Renaissance Learning Accelerated Reader reading software. This program has been used throughout all of our schools. It's at all of our elementary and middle schools. The Accelerated Reader program provides students an opportunity to read independently at whatever reading level that may be, whether that's above grade level or below. Once a student reads a book, they do go through an assessment for comprehension, and then based on that data, our teachers are able to monitor their progress, adjust their reading level if they're finding that they have moved beyond that, and then also identify whether any students may need some additional assistance. So we've seen a lot of success. No doubt little Denise Hadegi achieved her million star status based on some of the use of this program. Still continues to be a strong mark in our reading program throughout the entire district. So tonight, administration recommends approval of the Renaissance Learning Accelerated Reader program.
Mr. President, I move approval of the Renaissance Learning Accelerated Reader.
Second.
We have a motion by Mrs. Flourier and a second by Mr. Powers. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the memorandum of understanding between Harlingen CISD and the Texas Juvenile Justice Department, the Tamayo House. Dr. Noyola.
Thank you, Mr. President. The memorandum of understanding before you is a partnership with the Texas Juvenile Justice Department, specifically providing educational support at the Mayo House. This MOU has been in effect since 1995. This agreement establishes the criteria by which the students that are assigned to the Mayo House facility will receive educational services. This new MOU does not have any significant changes. Upon your approval, this agreement will be in effect for a period of 3 years. We recommend approval of this memorandum of understanding.
Mr. President, move approval of the memorandum of understanding between Harlingen CISD, Texas Juvenile Justice Department, as presented.
We have a motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. De Leon. Is there discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Matters relating to transformation and school support, Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee report, Dr. Noyola.
Thank you, Mr. President. Earlier this month, the Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee meeting was held on November 7th. There were 2 topics that were brought forward for consideration. The first topic was titled Accountability Through a Community Lens. During this presentation, I shared with the board that we had submitted paperwork noting our interest in being part of a pilot opportunity that was brought about from the Texas Education Agency to develop a local accountability plan. The local accountability system concept was part of House Bill 22. With this opportunity, a district has the opportunity to develop their own local accountability system that's developed in conjunction with the indicators that the state requires, but also gives local districts the opportunity to identify what indicators are important to not only the school district but the community. And so within this presentation, I outlined the requirements and conditions for the pilot to take place. I also shared with you that if selected, because they will be selecting at a minimum of 10 districts, if selected, we would utilize the indicators within our Realizing Our Dreams scorecard and the organizational effectiveness scorecard that we utilize in our district. As far as the timeline goes, we anticipate that the state will select those districts sometime at the beginning of December. So we're very hopeful that with the work that we are doing in our district, Harlingen will be at the top of that list. The second topic that was presented was titled Personalized Learning in HCISD. Mr. Joseph Villarreal, our Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Schools, and Mrs. Veronica Corton, Administrator for Organizational Development, provided an update of the work that's happening as part of the Innovative Schools Design Committee. Within their presentation, they shared that they have been researching specialized schools, looking at how we can leverage our current systems to bring innovation to the district. They have been studying some of the successful practices taking place across the state. She shared that the Innovative Schools Committee had visited a number of campuses across the state. And they're also eliciting some feedback from stakeholders to identify what are those things that our community and our parents are looking for their children within our school system. In addition, they shared one innovative concept that we are researching as a district, and that is the concept of a virtual school and what that virtual school could do in personalizing learning for students. We talked about how within this structure we could identify students that would benefit from this type of setting, whether that's some of our homeschool students that are looking to integrate with our school district, our at-risk students, some students that are looking at credit recovery or even advancement. One of the things that Mr. Villarreal highlighted was the essential piece of ensuring that we're providing not only the emotional support for students to be able to handle this type of new programming, because we don't currently offer a lot of online programming in our district. So there's absolutely a need to assist students in integrating with this type of model, but also providing the academic support for students to be successful within this model. We have begun some of the framework for that, and certainly as that is further defined, we'll be bringing back that to the board, along with any other innovative concepts that come out of our design teams. So with that said, I will turn it over to Dr. Perez, who chairs our Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee, for anything that he may like to add.
Sure. So just real quickly, Dr. First of all, great summary. It was a phenomenal meeting. And so we are very much excited what comes forth with the local accountability plan and our Realizing Our Dream scorecard. I hope we get selected. I just want to put another plug in to make sure, and I think the board had a real good discussion that evening, but want to make sure that this scorecard that we developed locally does have an intense focus on making sure that we're assessing high quality instruction in the classrooms, and secondly, campus leadership. And I think that it's kind of in there, but I want to make sure that because we know that's where we can make a huge impact in student achievement. Secondly, with our personalized learning, and I just want to say we just look forward. I know that they brought forth a really cool concept, for the what did you call those? The virtual school, but I know they're going to come forth with a few other really innovative school concepts, and we look forward to seeing that in a future meeting down the road. So, Joseph, keep up the great work, and Veronica, and of course yourself, Dr. Noel. We have great design teams that are constantly just spinning out phenomenal ideas that I know are going to transform the learning in our classrooms and transform this district. So keep up the great work, and we look forward to the next meeting.
Very good. I just want to echo, Mr. Chairman, your comments. And I want to say that the leadership of our superintendent certainly has brought about ideas that flow from your team. And we appreciate that kind of empowerment and allowing this to happen, and the board really appreciates this. To echo what Dr. Pettis talked about, the teacher quality piece, thought that's something that really will have great meaning. And the virtual schools, and I say publicly, I think Dr. Noyola has a face-to-face meeting with Commissioner Mike Morath on Friday. Is that correct? Okay, so we just want to say no pressure, but
No fumble in the red zone.
no fumble in the red zone, right? I'm kidding. But that's something that obviously, knowing Commissioner Morath as we do, he has special interest in the innovation that we're talking about here, moving from, as Dr. Voss would say, from, seat time is the way you fund it now. But as we look at what's happening in corporate America, seat time does not necessarily have to be in a office necessarily. So I think we're on to something. You all are on to something, and all the best to luck with that. So a great job. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
And best of luck on Friday. I know you're going to do a great job. Just remember, sometimes shorter the better, because with these guys, they're on the next thing. Like my teacher, because I tend to ramble on too. They say,
Right.
if you can't say it short enough, you don't know it well enough, right? So just be sure you get because I know he's going to be very excited about some of these concepts, and let him ask the questions. And that goes very well. Just have a conversation. I think if you go too much just by like a bullet point, because you got to say all these points, it better comes out in just a conversation. So just have your things off almost like a little bullet points and just have a conversation. And with these guys, they love it. They'll eat it up, and it'll be a great conversation, and they'll walk away from that very much energized, and they'll be the ones calling you, hey, let's meet again. You said and they'll come down and visit our district. I guarantee they will. Again, he's already been here, so again. So
Yes, that's right. And I know Commissioner Morath well. He was a board member in Dallas ISD.
Yeah.
He and I have had conversations, and he's an interesting individual. He's
And he'll-
techie. But yes.
And Mr. President, he will love, the more you can mention that we are a district, we're creating a school district of choice, the better, because that's what he wanted to do. As a matter of fact, he wanted to make an entire district a charter district,
Yes.
right? So I think the innovative things we're doing to make this school district a district of choice are going to really also resonate well with him.
Excellent observation. Thank you so very much. Excellent report. Matters relating to business services. We have consideration and possible action to approve resolution by the Harlingen CISD approving the proposal by the Cameron Appraisal District for renovation of Appraisal District headquarters. Mr. Julio Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShane, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item 9 is consideration and approval of resolution approving the proposal by the Cameron County Appraisal District for renovations of the Appraisal District headquarters. The Appraisal District is required to get 3/4 approval from the government bodies that they serve on any construction or renovation of a building or other improvements. Funds have been earmarked by the Appraisal District, and it does not require any additional funds committed by the school district. We were approached by the Appraisal District asking for this item to be placed on the agenda. Again, the funds have been earmarked. It's an estimated cost of $650,000 for the Appraisal District. We are recommending approval. Any questions? Be glad to answer any questions.
Mr. President, I move approval as presented.
Second the motion.
We have a motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. Hyman. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Consideration and approval of the video surveillance system project for Keys Academy, Early College High School, and Secondary Alternative Center, CSP, number CNVS, look like I-017-1. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShane, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item number 10 is approval of the video surveillance systems for Keys Early College High School and Secondary Alternative Campus. The ranking committee met and ranked the 4 proposals received Ranking Committee is recommending the top rank offer of Insight CPSS at a cost of $152,406.91. We did discuss this at the Facility Committee meeting last week. We are recommending approval. Be glad to answer any questions the board might have.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the award construction as presented.
Second.
We have a motion by Dr. Meunier, second by Mr. Leon. Is there a discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Consideration and approval to award construction services contract for HCISD drinking fountain improvements, CSP, number CNST, what's that's like 1017-2. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item number 11 is approval of construction of drinking fountains for Milam Elementary, Bonham, Treasure Hills, and Zavala Elementary. Ranking Committee met and ranked the 3 proposals received. Ranking Committee is recommending the top rank offer of G&G Contractors at a cost of $204,351.95. We also did discuss this at the Facility Committee meeting last week. Be glad to answer any questions the board might have.
Mr. President, I move approval to award construction services contract for the district drinking fountain improvement, CSP, number CNST 10172.
Second.
A motion by Ms. Flourier, second by Mr. Hymas. Is there a discussion?
Yes, I have one comment, please.
Ms. Flourier, a comment.
Mr. Powers and I have personal memory of drinking from the old water fountains, and so it's a pleasure to bring forward this motion.
You drink from the, well, I'm afraid the statute of limitations is going out, so your ailments is not attributed to that water fountain. Thank you.
Take the vote. Take the vote.
All in favor say aye.
I thought there was
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I thought there were no public comments. I thought
Not.
Okay. Matters relating to district operations, facility committee report, Mr. Tapia.
President McShann, members of the board, Dr. Cavazos. On November 7th, we had a facilities committee meeting. Items discussed were we got an update on the demolition of the old board buildings and other buildings on 1209 East Harrison and the status of those projects. Also, after that project's finished, we're going to be doing a new decorative fence around the Vernon compound. We discussed the status of that, and that project is currently bidding. We also discussed the progress on the baseball and softball field upgrades at Dixieland and Keys Academy for the high schools. We also have a new AC project that we're bidding out for AC improvements at Wilson Long and Milam and Stewart Place. Bids will be received November 8th. And we gave an upgrade on these middle school surveillance cameras that we're finishing up. We just finished up Vernon Middle School. We're moving on to Vela Middle School. Metal canopy upgrades at the Ag Farm. We have a show area covered canopy. Lee Means has an entry canopy that's being installed, as well as Long Elementary. We're starting a new parking lot at Lee Means. We just got the permit, so they're getting ready to start. We talked about the water fountains that was just awarded a couple of minutes ago. And the TRE projects for the new year, year 3, that we're starting already are this will be the last group of the surveillance camera upgrades to go to the new digital system, finishing up at Keys, Sac, and Early College High School. We're also got an update on the South Harlingen High School and Harlingen High School South athletic track and artificial turf projects. We had a discussion with the architect on the different types of products that we have for the turf and the track, and some soils information as well. We discussed the Treasure Hills Elementary new classroom wing addition and went over some change orders on some of these projects. And we concluded the meeting with Julio Cavazos giving an update on the construction funds. I'll turn it over to Mr. Greg Powers, the chair of the Facilities Committee.
Well, I just want to comment on a couple things. One is the demolition going on at the corner of Harrison and 77. It's progressing rapidly and already is an improvement. We're going to get lots of calls, I'm afraid, as soon as it's finished, which is a good thing. I want to comment also on the what we determined that, I don't know if Oscar touched on it or not, but one of the good items that we came out of this was at Harlingen South. We found out that our boundary line really is much larger than we thought over there on the practice field, the football and soccer field. It extends beyond the telephone poles. It's another, 15 or 17 feet?
17.
Beyond the existing fence, which will allow us to create a visitor side spectators, and which Randy's Creeders has wanted to do for some time but didn't have the room. So that's going to be a great opportunity for us.
Are they gonna move forward with that, maybe, or?
Well, I mean,
We're actually looking to see how the track is gonna lay out and whether it's gonna be a little more narrow, because it's allowed, and then it'll allow some space for that, visitor side bleachers. But that was a great find, that we were able to have some space in that side of it.
Maybe we should look at all other schools and see what.
Well, we were, you know, the speculation is that because of the telephone poles for the lighting, that the fence was put inside, I guess, to protect people from running into it or what have you. Who knows?
Well, Dr. Perez's house is borders one of our schools, so we just need
Let's get those lights in his backyard, right?
Strike that comment from.
The fencing, the proposed fencing for Vernon, I think is really neat. The committee thought it was outstanding. It gives Vernon its own identity, separate from the stadium and the aquatic center. Let me think, what else was there? The fencing is already up at the Harlingen High School, in the parking lot where the band practices, and it looks terrific, very, very professional. And I'm really sad about the water fountains. I mean, out at the practice field, they're still there from when, and I don't want to tell you how many years ago that was.
We can do a historic preservation on that one.
Anyway, but there's so much going on.
They're for
and-
sale, Greg. If
Yeah. Maybe we can sell them like they do the bricks on buildings.
We found out those were outside our boundaries.
But anyway, once again, Oscar, y'all are you're doing a great job. You got a great group, and there's so many exciting things. It'll be exciting to see the development of what we're going to do at Treasure Hills, because it's in the planning stage right now. So, thank y'all.
Very well. Thank you very much. It is 8:57, adjournment to close our. Yes. Oh, 7:57, that's right, 7:57. Adjournment to close our executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071, 551.072, 551.074, and 551.082, the Open Meetings Act, for the following purposes: discuss possible purchase of real estate, discuss employment of assistant principal at Harlingen High School, discuss employment of assistant director of transportation, discuss employment of teachers and other professional staff. Be in executive session. Convene into open session for action on matters discussed in executive session. Consideration and take possible action regarding purchase of real estate. No action. Consideration or consider employment of assistant principal for Harlingen High School.
Mr. President, I would like to move the appointment of the assistant principal of Harlingen High School as recommended by staff.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Fleury, second by Mr. DeLeon. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Consider employment of Assistant Director of Transportation.
Mr. President, I make a motion to move forward with the employment of Assistant Director of Transportation as discussed in executive session.
We have a motion by Mr. Hymas,
Second.
second by Dr. Muniz. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Consider employment of teachers and other professional staff.
I move that we approve the recommendations of the staff.
We have a motion by Mr. Powers, second by Mr. DeLeon. Is there discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, and this regular board meeting is adjourned.
Excellent.
Nolan, thank you.